One single press. The giant log screams, splitting into pieces. The wood splitter charges into battle. No mercy, no pause. Each plank shoots out like a bullet. This is the arena of steel and pressure. Welcome to Woodpath Channel. The iron and oak log splitter, 37-ton, equipped with a powerful Honda GX 270 engine, stands proudly in the middle of the yard, brand new and gleaming under the sunlight. Its fresh paint and mechanical scent still linger in the air. A man stands beside it, operating the machine with care and rhythm, each movement aligned with the steady, reliable pace of this solid piece of machinery. He gently maneuvers the control lever, positioning each log precisely for the blade to do its work. The machine can be used both horizontally and vertically. Horizontal mode for heavier, hard-to-lift logs, and vertical mode for massive upright logs that don't need to be raised. This adaptability allows it to handle a wide range of log sizes and weights with ease. Delivering a crushing force of 37 tons, the iron and oak doesn't just split wood, it cleaves through the grain with authority and precision, making it a powerhouse for firewood preparation and serious wood processing tasks. Its engine hums to life, exhaling thick white plumes that mix with the morning fog. A log of frozen pine, dense and cold as stone, rests in position under the steel wedge. The operator, bundled against the cold, reaches for the control lever. Boom! The first strike of the hardened wedge. The frozen grain of the wood resists for a moment, then splits with a sharp crack, like ice breaking on a frozen lake. Two halves fall into the snow, sending a mist of white powder and wood chips into the air. The machine doesn't rest. One log after another is fed in. The hydraulic arm drives downward, again and again. Crack, crack, crack. A relentless rhythm, the heartbeat of a machine born to conquer timber in the harshest of seasons. No music plays here. Only the sound of diesel, the grind of metal, and the snapping of frozen wood echoing through the skeletal forest. In this brutal cold, the SMF-9T is a symbol of power, endurance, and precision, unshaken, unyielding. The circular saw blade roars into a furious spin, each cut sharp and merciless, sending the freshly severed log crashing perfectly into place. The conveyor thrusts the log toward the splitting blade with unstoppable force. The machine roars with brutal power, relentless and unforgiving, as the stubborn logs shatter instantly, exploding under the deafening roar. Splitting wood in the snow, Easton-made and old processors. In the quiet stillness of a snowy field, the Easton-made firewood processor hums gently. There's no shouting, no struggle, just the rhythmic sound of hydraulics and the satisfying crack of wood breaking in the crisp winter air. A man, bundled in thick layers, walks calmly to the loading platform. A hydraulic lift raises a heavy log, letting it roll into position with little effort. With a flick of the control lever, the circular saw slices cleanly through the log, smooth and sharp. The hydraulic ram slides forward, pushing the fresh cut into the splitting wedge. In a single motion, the steel blade drops and divides the wood into perfect segments, almost like clockwork. No heavy lifting, no wasted energy. The machine works like a seasoned woodsman, turning a once tough chore into an effortless dance of steel and timber. Split firewood glides down the conveyor, stacking neatly in the snow, precision wrapped in frost. In the middle of a wide-open log yard, the Easton-made 48C wood splitter stands firm, fixed in place like a central processing station. Though immobile, inside this rugged frame lies a powerful hydraulic system running at full industrial strength. Seated in a compact operator station, a man calmly oversees the entire process with just a few lever pulls and button presses. One by one, large logs are advanced into the cutting section. The high-powered saw blade drops with lightning speed, slicing each log into segments. Immediately, the wood chunks are forced into a multi-way splitting wedge, where immense pressure splits them cleanly into uniform firewood pieces within seconds. But the system doesn't stop there. An automated outfeed conveyor lifts the finished wood pieces and transports them to the rear of the machine, stacking them steadily into a growing mountain of firewood. Log after log, the pile rises, a visible measure of the machine's relentless pace and productivity. The Easton-made 48C isn't just a splitter. It's a dependable powerhouse that transforms tough manual labor into a fully mechanized, efficient operation. Tosh Fun RCA 400 Joy, where steel meets timber and technology conquers the resistance of nature. In the middle of a vast wood yard, the Tosh Fun RCA 400 Joy stands as a silent titan, relentless, precise, unstoppable. The deep rumble of hydraulics echoes through the air as its mechanical arm swings into motion, gripping a massive log covered in bark, dust, and history. With effortless might, it lifts the log and lays it into the heart of the machine, perfectly aligned, ready for the next strike. Inside, the wedge begins to move. Slowly, deliberately. No rush, no hesitation. It inches forward with the steady rhythm of a machine that knows exactly what it's doing. The sharpened steel presses into the log, and then, crack, a splitting sound tears through the yard. The wood yields, not in surrender, but in defeat. Splinters and sawdust burst into the air, scattering like sparks after an explosion. Beneath the machine, split logs fall into neat piles, the product of a relentless process that never falters. A man stands beside the control station, watching every motion. His hands rest on the levers, calm but firm, guiding the beast with precision born from experience. This is more than a machine. Tafon RCA 400 Joy is the perfect union of human will and mechanical power, where every motion, every cut, is a reminder that with the right tools, even the wildest force of nature can be shaped. The block-cutting log splitter is a specialized mechanical design, optimized for fast, efficient splitting of medium to large logs. At the core of the system is a rotating shaft, where two sharp blades are symmetrically mounted on opposite ends. As the shaft spins, both blades rotate rapidly, and with every turn, the blades strike the incoming logs, slicing cleanly through the timber. Logs are fed steadily into the cutting zone, rhythmically, without pause. Each cut produces a crisp, snapping sound, the sound of raw mechanical force fracturing solid wood. The machine works tirelessly, like a steel heartbeat pounding with rhythm and force under sunlight or forest mist. Wood pieces split cleanly and fall continuously, piling behind the machine like a rain of lumber. No need for rest, no hesitation, just relentless spinning and powerful, precise splitting. It's a machine that is both simple and fierce, a compact yet brutal force, where pure mechanics and sharp precision meet to deliver remarkable performance. The homemade log splitter features a simple yet highly effective design, with a sharp horizontal cutting blade mounted on a sturdy steel frame. Large logs are placed on the support bed and then forcefully pushed straight into the horizontal cutting blade. As the log contacts the blade, hydraulic or mechanical pressure immediately activates, causing the blade to quickly and decisively split or slice the log into smaller pieces. The metallic clang against the wood rings clearly, blending with the cracking sounds of the split wood, creating the characteristic noise of an efficient manual splitter. Wood chips fall neatly without scattering, keeping the workspace clean and safe. The operator carefully controls the pushing lever, ensuring each cut is precise and effective. At a small wood yard bathed in late afternoon sunlight, a homemade log splitter and wood brusher machine works diligently. Though rustic in appearance, the machine is solidly built and combines two functions: splitting logs and brushing wood surfaces using a rotating drum or bristle mechanism. With a firm pull on the control lever, the operator activates the entire system. The hydraulic push drives the log hard into the horizontal splitting blade, cracking the wood cleanly in half. The split pieces are then fed into the brushing unit, where bark, dust, and debris are quickly swept away, revealing clean, smooth wood. The air fills with a blend of engine hum, cracking wood, and the steady whirl of the brushing drum, a vivid scene of handmade machinery at work in a lively, practical lumber yard. All it takes is one push of a button, and the action begins. The conveyor jolts to life, pulling in raw logs with mechanical hunger. Screech. The circular saw slices through the trunk like it's paper. Instantly, the cut log enters the splitter. Steel blades slam down with precision, cracking the wood into neat, uniform pieces. No pause, no delay. Each log is processed in mere seconds, and the split pieces glide smoothly onto the outfeed conveyor, carried directly to the storage area, ready for loading. The LDK 450 isn't just a machine. It's a high-speed production line, engineered for performance, tuned for speed, and executed with flawless precision. No wonder people say, "That's insane speed." At a vast lumber yard, the brute force 24 to 30 HD log splitter powers through with immense strength. Large logs are firmly positioned on the splitting bed, and each decisive cut slices the wood cleanly and precisely. The sharp steel wedge, driven by high hydraulic pressure, swiftly tears the logs into neatly split pieces. With every downward stroke, fine wood chips fly wildly, creating a white cloud of dust around the machine. The continuous thuds echo loudly, blending with the roaring engine to produce a vibrant, energetic soundtrack. The operation runs smoothly and rhythmically, from loading the logs, pushing them into the wedge, to scattering the split wood pieces, all happening in an unbroken flow. The power of the brute force 24 to 30 HD is evident in every cut, strong, precise, and highly efficient. The Skeptic HL710 log splitter is compact yet powerful, ideal for small-scale or home firewood splitting. The machine features a sturdy steel frame in its signature orange color, equipped with an electric motor strong enough to push the sharp steel wedge swiftly into the wood. When a log is placed on the support bed, the hydraulic system activates, forcefully pushing the log against the splitting blade. The sharp steel wedge quickly descends, splitting the log into neat, evenly sized pieces. The process runs smoothly with minimal vibration, making it user-friendly even for non-professionals. Fine wood chips lightly scatter around, creating a calm and safe working environment. The operator easily controls the lever, precisely managing the splitting operation efficiently. Posh Spaltfix K440, a firewood processor working under the sun, where steel meets light and power. Outdoors, beneath the warm morning sun, the Posh Spaltfix K440 stands at the center of a log yard, glowing in its signature green-orange colors. Around it, freshly cut logs line up in order, waiting. The machine stands firm, a mobile powerhouse designed to handle tons of timber each day. As the operator activates the system, the first log glides into the feed chute. The long chainsaw blade hums, a short screech, then slices clean through the wood with sharp, deliberate precision. The timber splits effortlessly, as if torn apart by a heated steel ribbon, the blade running smooth and steady. Instantly, the cut log shifts into the integrated splitting chamber. A rotating star-shaped wedge spins into action, dividing the log into equal parts like a steel wool slicing pie. The firewood drops cleanly into place, dust rising gently in the golden light. a compact machine carrying the strength of an entire forest. On screen, the 15-ton hydraulic wood splitter and chipper begins its work, quiet, deliberate, and unshakably powerful. Each hardwood log is gripped tightly by the steel claws. Then, with just a smooth stroke, the hydraulic wedge applies up to 15 tons of pressure. The log cracks open, split into halves, then quarters, with surgical precision. Each chunk drops neatly to the ground, ready for use. But the job doesn't stop there. Next, the chipper unit, reback, activates. Larger wood pieces are pulled into the spinning drum, where razor-sharp blades reduce them into chips or sawdust, perfect for fuel, compost, or pellet production. Every motion is clean, efficient. One operator is all it takes, yet the machine replaces the effort of an entire crew. Small in size, but mighty in impact, a true ally for forestry work, farm operations, or anyone seeking smart, efficient wood processing. From raw timber to ready material, the transformation happens in minutes. This is more than a splitter, it's a compact production line, a symbol of modern labor. At an open lumber yard, the Fendu's JBM 80 log splitter hums with mechanical steadiness. Two men work side by side, moving with precision and rhythm. One man loads the logs onto the splitting bed, while the other operates the hydraulic lever, eyes focused on every movement of the machine. A log is carefully positioned. Within seconds, a heavy-duty steel blade descends, powered by intense hydraulic pressure, splitting the log cleanly into evenly sized pieces. Each drop of the blade is met with a crisp crack, as the wood yields without resistance. The split pieces fall neatly onto a collection tray below, then are manually pulled aside or shifted along a small side conveyor. The two workers exchange silent cues and glances, working in sync, like a living, breathing machine. Each log is processed with consistent speed and deliberate strength. Sunlight glints off the polished metal blade, while sawdust clings to their sleeves. Yet neither man stops. The Fendu's JBM 80 doesn't roar. It works with calm, persistent power, and its real strength lies in the smooth, decisive split it delivers again and again. The two-tier log splitter, Type 2, features a unique dual-ended design, two splitting heads mounted on opposite ends of a single hydraulic pusher. On one end, a sturdy single split wedge divides logs cleanly in half, while the other end holds a multi-split wedge capable of breaking wood into multiple uniform firewood pieces. Both ends work in perfect synchronization via a powerful hydraulic system. As the machine powers up, a full log is positioned dead center, resting securely on the steel cradle. The hydraulic ram pushes forward, driving the log simultaneously into both ends. On one side, the sharp wedge slices the log cleanly in two. On the other, the opposing end presses the log into a multi-way splitter, breaking it into several smaller sticks, all in a single motion. Then, the ram retracts, pulling the remaining log section back to center, ready for another double-ended split in the next stroke. This clever design doubles productivity, maximizing each hydraulic cycle by delivering a split at both ends. It's a powerful, time-saving solution engineered for high-volume firewood production. The REX 600X Firewood Beast vertical log splitter, true to its name, is a powerful, high-capacity machine built to dominate firewood production with speed and precision. Massive logs are piled high onto the loading deck of the trailer, waiting to enter the machine. One by one, the logs are pushed forward into the splitting zone, where a stainless steel blade hangs high above, ready to strike. With a swift and forceful downward motion, the blade slices each log into clean, uniform sections, each split falling neatly to the ground. Immediately after splitting, the smaller wood pieces are automatically lifted onto a conveyor belt, which transports them efficiently to a nearby wood collection area. The entire process, from raw timber to stacked firewood, unfolds in a seamless flow. The sharp clang of steel meeting, combined with the soft hum of conveyor movement and wood.
Subscribe to the channel for more.
Got to warm it up a little bit. I want to talk to you guys about this performance build 27-ton log splitter because it was the best $1,000 I have spent to date.
Performance-built 27-ton log splitter, compact and convenient, but demands physical effort. The performance-built 27-ton log splitter is a compact, easily transportable machine, perfect for users needing flexibility and mobility across different work sites. However, its main drawback is that the operator must manually position each log under the splitter, which becomes challenging when handling large, heavy logs. This requires significant physical effort and can slow down the splitting process, demanding patience and care. Still, with a powerful 27-ton splitting force, this machine reliably gets the job done, making it an ideal choice for small to medium-sized wood processing tasks.
So, got some dead, dry cherry there, but just did a huge cherry round, and that was the very last thing for the bellflower, which sometimes those pieces can be nice and gritty. I got a piece of locust with a really nasty crotch. But let's get jumping. See how she does here. See how she splits this bad locust. as you guys saw, works pretty well. It's not like, you know, 38 ton or whatever, 40 ton, you know, it's gonna blow through big nasty wood, but it's also $1,000 bucks. So for me, you know, I'll just noodle up any big wood that I have with a chainsaw. It's easy. I actually keep all the nice small prime size stuff like that 90% of the time for myself because I have a tree service. But that big log, I just brought that out because I wanted to show you guys that it'll split some big nasty stuff too. That's just wow.
The Snellhout Clover roars to life with the warm sound of its gasoline engine, like a beating heart awakening raw power inside. The operator stands nearby, gently lifting the hydraulic lever, then pushing the rough log firmly toward the sharp splitting blade. This simple yet durable mechanism harnesses every ounce of force, driving the wood decisively and securely into steel. No complex conveyors or elaborate supports, just man, machine, and precise coordination. The log is pressed hard against the splitter blade, cracking and splitting in a clean break, accompanied by the faint whistle of sharp steel. The splitter runs smoothly and steadily, proving the power of a simple, robust design. The TM1200 and TB900 machines run continuously in the timber yard, creating an unceasing high-efficiency firewood processing line. Large, rough logs are first fed into the sharp saw blade, cutting quickly and precisely into perfectly sized pieces. Immediately after cutting, the logs are pushed down under a sharp steel splitter blade. The splitter forcefully descends, splitting the logs into uniform, upright, and sturdy firewood pieces. The splitting blade's crisp sound echoes, confirming the machine's precision and power. The neatly split firewood pieces are swiftly moved onto the conveyor bed, stacked orderly and ready for the next stage in the firewood processing chain. The entire system operates harmoniously from cutting to splitting, ensuring optimal efficiency and consistent firewood quality. Deep in a quiet green forest, where sunlight filters through the canopy and wind whispers through the trees, a compact machine breaks the silence. The gas-powered wood chipper comes to life. No need for electricity, no boundaries to hold it back. With a full tank of fuel, this little powerhouse becomes a mobile solution for taming fallen branches, dry limbs, and woody waste in remote terrain. The engine hums like the heartbeat of a forest worker. The chipping begins, crisp, rhythmic, unstoppable. One branch after another disappears into the machine's mouth, shredded into sharp, clean wood chips. While the operator stands nearby with minimal effort, the machine runs tirelessly. No brakes, no fatigue, releasing a stream of mulch directly into the forest floor, blending into the earth like it belongs. This is more than a tool. It's a smart, mobile solution for foresters, farmers, and land managers. Compact, portable, powerful. The gas-powered wood chipper, your reliable partner in any landscape, from backyard paths to deep woodland trails. In a spacious lumber yard, the Pro 28C log splitter stands firm, ready to take on heavy-duty work with pinpoint accuracy. Its solid frame, powerful hydraulic system, and razor-sharp blade define the strength of this Pro model. The operator gently pulls down the control lever, instantly activating the hydraulic ram, which pushes the log forcefully forward. The long log is driven straight into the fixed steel splitting wedge, and upon contact, the log cracks cleanly, either in half or into quarters, depending on the wedge setup. The machine works rhythmically, with consistent pressure and clean execution. No shaking, no wasted movement. The split pieces fall into a collection zone below, or are pushed aside neatly, forming organized stacks of firewood ready for transport. The lens dives close into the heart of the machine, where mechanical movement becomes a dance of precision. A steel pusher glides forward rhythmically, pressing each log toward the spinning circular saw. In a blink, the wood is sliced clean, then pushed ahead, where a sharp splitting wedge waits with calm resolve. Every motion is in sync, as if timed to a metronome. And then, neat, uniform billets emerge, flawless as if crafted by an exacting mold. At an outdoor lumber yard, the Samakvalov log splitter operates steadily and powerfully. The machine's robust design, painted in deep blue, features a sharp steel splitting wedge. Large logs are placed on the support bed and slowly pushed forward by the hydraulic ram. As the log contacts the blade, the hydraulic pressure kicks in quickly, and the sharp wedge slices decisively, splitting the log into neat, manageable pieces. Wood chips scatter gently, creating a fine dust cloud around the machine. The motor runs smoothly, blending with the ripping sounds of the wood, producing the characteristic lively noise of a professional hydraulic splitting line. The operator stands nearby, skillfully controlling the lever with focus and precision. The Cord King CS 27-40 log splitter operates within a professional wood processing environment, with the operator seated securely inside the cabin, comfortably monitoring and adjusting controls with precise levers. Each saw cut on the logs is executed decisively and accurately, the blade swiftly slicing through the timber. Immediately after, the splitter's powerful force presses on the logs, splitting them into multiple uniform firewood pieces. The small wood pieces are then fed onto a conveyor system, gently but continuously moving straight to a rotating drum at the end of the conveyor. This rotating drum removes any small wood debris, ensuring the final product is clean and uniform before being loaded onto trucks or storage areas. The entire process flows smoothly and rhythmically, showcasing the machine's power and precision, while maintaining high efficiency and operator safety. Petzolato VSP 60.60, green steel, Italian power among the ashwood. In the clearing where freshly cut ash logs lie scattered, the Petzolato VSP 60.60 rolls in, dressed in its iconic deep green armor, not to blend in, but to stand out. A bold machine, built for hardwood domination. Logs ride the conveyor up into the precision hydraulic saw unit. One decisive cut, and the ashwood yields. Instantly, the segment is transferred to the multi-blade splitting chamber, where steel wedges drop like hammers, breaking the log into perfect firewood chunks. From lift to cut, split to stack, the entire operation is smooth, fast, relentless. The green Petzolato VSP 60.60 is not just a splitter, it's a complete processing line born for high-volume work. When it meets tough ashwood, it doesn't hesitate, it performs. In a humble yard setup, a homemade vertical log splitter stands quietly at work, a vivid testament to human ingenuity and craftsmanship. There are no automated arms or high-tech conveyors here. Instead, a large upright splitting blade is mounted vertically, powered by a basic electric or hydraulic motor. The operator carefully places each log directly under the blade, then uses his hands to rotate the log manually after each split. With every precise turn, a fresh face of the wood is presented to the blade, and the splitter delivers a clean, powerful strike. The rhythm between man and machine unfolds in harmony. Blade strikes, hand turns. Wood cracks, position adjusts, and strike again. The air echoes with the crack of splitting wood, the low hum of the motor, and the dry scent of freshly exposed timber. This is more than just splitting wood. It's a dance of manual skill and simple mechanics, where every split reveals the operator's persistence, control, and experience. Homemade firewood processor, dust covered, worn down, but splitting wood with the confidence of a machine built to endure. It's not shiny. There's no polished steel or glossy paint, just a rugged, homemade splitter standing quietly at the job site, caked in sawdust, with chips and the marks of countless working hours. Its frame is scratched, its rollers rusted, but the sliding tables still run smooth, like the heartbeat of an old, seasoned craftsman. Pre-cut logs are placed on the tray. The feed mechanism kicks in clack, and the log glides forward toward the splitting blade. No theatrics, just one decisive stroke, and the log bursts cleanly into evenly sized chunks. The sound is solid, no nonsense, a clear message. I still work. And I work well. It's not pretty, but it's effective. Not new, but reliable. This machine carries the time, sweat, and ingenuity of its maker. A true symbol of labor, creativity, and enduring toughness.